This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
What's up, everybody? This is Luke Patrick with the iPhoneAppReview.com. We're slinging out yet another video review today. This time taking a look at an application that's yet another app aimed at kids, but in a slightly different fashion than we're used to. We're used to seeing a lot of ebooks, etc., that sort of thing for kids. This is actually a different style of application. This is a direct tie-in from a very well-known franchise as the Franklin's Treehouse franchise. I remember watching this as a kid, reading the books, etc. So it's nice to know it's still around, but the app in question is called Franklin's Bumpy Buggy Runoff. We just have Bumpy Buggy on the icon right here, but that is the app, and it's available for $1.99 in the App Store. That's pretty much the only introduction we need, so I'm going to go ahead and slap this and get straight into it. This is, well, first let's go to the sound. That way you can hear me easier. Give me just a second here, guys. There it is, and off. Okay, so the idea here is that instead of giving your child some kind of book to flick through or something of the sort, etc., this is actually more of a mini-game. That being said, it's not exactly a mini-game because it's been fleshed out with a lot of other things, but then again, it's not quite long enough to be its own game. We'll show you that in just a second, but you know, this is an official Franklin tie-in, of course. You have all of the same characters. All the characters are here, so if your child's a fan of the series or the franchise, they're going to find all of their favorite tunes that are within this application, and it's the same atmosphere and setting, etc. So they're going to be feeling, you know, very at home with this application. I'm sorry I said runoff earlier. I actually meant race off. That was my bad there. This is Franklin's Bumpy Buggy Race Off, not Runoff. So we're going to go ahead and show you this race off very quickly. Nice flashing animations there. We have to mention that the overall quality of this application in terms of just sheer design and construction is top notch. You know, it's a fantastic little offering. Sometimes these children's applications are kind of so-so. This one is, you know, just excellent, top of the line. So we're going to stick with that and then just move on. So the main idea here is that your child is given this race, a Bumpy Buggy race, on a total of 10 different tracks using 6 different carts that we just saw. And the idea is that they are to control the car using the directional controls along the side, which it's showing me now, and as well as the right side, which actually makes him jump. So there you go, there's that. And then they also, you can jump puddles and grab speed boosts, etc. Likewise, there are some ramps you can hit to get additional bonuses, etc. And you do want to win. I didn't win there, which is kind of bad. That was an easier level. But on that note, it is worth noting that the application does get kind of hard later on, leading us to have some you know, concerns about the age group that this application is intended for. We'd say upwards of about 5 or 6. You know, you need those fine motor skills too to actually navigate with the control, you know, the panel on the side as well as the different buttons. You do have to get used to that. You do have to have that kind of skill. So we're thinking this is for slightly older children. Not you know, not too far, but we do have some concerns about that at the least. Otherwise, we you know, think it's a fantastic application. This game is quite fun, and I wish I could show you more of the ramps. I'm not sure why it started me off without any of the other loop-to-loops and various other methods that have been included to make this more fun. But that's the way it is, and I keep losing, so I can't get any further. But one quick other mention, which I guess I can show you some of the, let's do that. I can show you some of the ramps, etc., using something that I used earlier. And you can save any of your races to your My Races, you know, folder here, and then from here you can actually publish this straight to Franklin's Treehouse TV, which is fantastic. Kids go ape over this sort of thing. So we're just floored that the developers included this. It is pretty nifty, we have to admit, to be able to go back in and watch your races. So here's an example of a race I ran earlier on a different track. Again, there are 10 different tracks, 6 different carts, lots of you know, rich content here. So you get to see this. You hit puddles, you know, you spin out, etc. There are the loops, and the more of these things you hit, the faster you go, the higher your point value is. You do another race, you get more points. It's added on, etc. So it really is a nice functionality. Again, not quite long enough to be its own game, but it works well as a mini game, and we have no doubt that your child will be endlessly fascinated with this. So at the end of the day, we're going to give Franklin's Bumpy Buggy Race Off a solid 4 out of 5 stars. We really enjoyed it, and we think it's a fantastic application for your children. Likewise, at the $1.99 price, you can't go wrong with that. It's just slightly higher than the 99-cent sweet spot, but we think that's justified considering this is a universal application that you can get on both your iPhone and your iPad. So that's all we have to say about it, and at this point I'm going to go ahead and sign out, but we'll see you guys later. Bye.